We live in a world full of fear. From early childhood, we are educated to think that the other is a threat, is a danger until proven otherwise. And then when we grow up as adults, we watch media which actually feed that fear. We listen to politicians who tap into it, and we tell our children to be afraid, to be careful. We live in this violence, in this conflict, in this anger, which creates isolation at individual and at collective level. But let's be honest, this dark side is actually part of the system. We live in a war-oriented, capitalistic society who cannot afford peace. It would be too cheap. So we end up creating that whole sphere, and we're so afraid to show who you really are. We are afraid of rejection. We are afraid of not being liked, not being loved. We are afraid of being vulnerable, to show our true self, and to be attacked by the rest of the world. So what we do is that we actually retreat behind armors, behind defense mechanisms. We build thick walls, and we feel lonely behind them. These walls have different shapes and different colors. They can be walls of cynicism, jokes. They can be walls of withdrawal. They can be walls of actually numbing process through alcohol and drugs. They can be different types of walls, but at the end of the day, the objective is just to protect our true personality and not show it to the rest of the world. It makes me think of this fight between the dark side and the light side within us. It makes me think of the story of the Cherokee grandfather and grandson, when the grandfather says, you know, we all have two wolves within us. The dark wolf of aggression and fear and guilt and jealousy. And we have the white and light wolf of power and love and acceptance. And the grandson asks, okay, and who wins? And the grandfather answers, the one who you feed. So do not feed the fears. Do not feed the bad wolf. Feed the white wolf. How can you do so? Well, first, you have to identify your armor. What is your defense mechanism? What is the one you use the most to protect yourself? And then keep it in check. Try to use it less, or at least to be aware when you use it, and try to spot it in other people. And then rewire your brain towards more positivity, towards light. You have different ways to do this. You can actually use mindfulness through places like Plum Village. You can use different meditation apps, like Headspace, for example. You can identify honestly your superpowers. You can use nonviolent communication to express your needs when you're actually not understood by people around you. You can use your body to actually have an open body language and smile to convey this positivity to others. You can frame your mind to an abundance mindset instead of a scarcity one. And especially you can mind your language, be impeccable with your words, as they say in the 4 agreements. But the one tool, the massive weapon I like the most is actually gratitude. Gratitude is extremely powerful, and you can use it in so many different and very simple ways. You can use it through gratitude diary, something that you write down every night, 2 or 3 key things that you loved during the day, moments. The moment where you woke up and you saw the light or through your window, or you listened to the birds singing in the sky, whatever that you appreciated of that day. And little, by noting these small moments, you actually reframe your brain to think more positively. You can even write gratitude letters to people around you, people you love, and people you never said thank you to. You can make gratitude feedback with your colleagues, like a kind of speed feedback, so that you tell them what you actually like about them. You can give them a compliment. One compliment per day, it's not that much, and that changes the whole conversation. Gratitude is extremely powerful. It dissolves the ego. It makes you more generous, more tolerant. It fosters this kind of system shift between fear and love, between ego and trust, between ranking and communion. So that's your job now. Your job to challenge the oppressor within you so that you manage to pass on the light side, basically, and to realize that no matter what happens, we are one. Thank you.